Welcome to this little video about how to use the envelope profit system's scalper template. If you are not able to trade during the European or US trading sessions because you have a job or you live in a time zone where you have to trade after hours, you can do that very successfully with the envelope profit system. We have just released a new template for trading the Asian session, or for those of you that are scalpers that wants to make 10 pips here and 15 pips there. When you load the ESP_scalp template, you will notice that a new indicator is showing up on your screen. You can see it here in the bottom of my screen. It's called Trend 3. So now we have Trend 2 and Trend 3. Before you watch this video, please go ahead and watch the other videos about how to do a valid long entry or a valid short entry, because nothing is new here, only that we have a new indicator called Trend 3. So before we have a valid entry using our scalping techniques, we want Trend 2 and Trend 3 to line up, and this means if we want to go long, we want Trend 2 and Trend 3 to be long, both of them. And if we want to go short, we want both indicator to turn red. So it's just an extra filter for us that we need in the Asian session, because the market tends to be a little choppier when you trade after hours. So we need a new additional filter to keep you out of trouble and only to keep you in the most profitable trades. You will also notice that our wide setup line here is a little more aggressive. It's moved a little faster, so that you will get into trades a little earlier than you do with the normal envelope profit system setups. So let's walk through. This is the pound dollar on the 5-minute charts. The scalping template is working only on the 5-minute charts. It works on all major pairs, and if in this example I will walk you through on the pound dollar. I tend to like this pair because it moves a lot and I have a low spread on pound dollar, but you can also trade Australian dollar, US dollars, pound dollar, euro dollar, pound yen, dollar yen, and some of the other major pairs. It's totally up to you which pair you want to trade. In this example I will walk you through some trading setups using the scalping technique. So here we are, and this time here is GTM +2. So it's 2 hours ahead of London time. So here we are. We have the Trend 3 turning green already over here, and we are waiting for Trend 2 to turn green, which happened on this candle that I marked here. We have a close above our white EMA line, and as we do normally when we trade the envelope profit system, we place a pending long on the top of the setup candle. And we place our profit target at the yellow dot line for our scalping. We do not go for the second line all the way up here. We only go for the first line, so we use the yellow line as our take profit line. So we just enter the trade. We place our stop below the current structure that's around down here. So we have, in this case, we have 36 pip stops. It's a little wide stop for a scalping trade. In this case we made 25 pips. If you're a conservative, you don't want to take this trade because you only want to trade trades where you have risk reward 1-to-1 at least. But do not try to reduce your stop loss because the market do not care about your small stop. It's better not to take the trade instead of just reducing your stop loss. Later on the day, around midnight, we had a new trade. We had Trend 3 turning from green to red. We had Trend 2 a little later because Trend 3 is more aggressive than Trend 2, and you will see that turn many more times. You will only have alerts for Trend 2 because we don't want you to have alerts all the time, because Trend 3 is flipping over a lot. So we have Trend 2 and Trend 3 that are lined up here. Both of them are red. We have a candle closing below our wide EMA line here, and we place our pending short below the setup line minus and remember to add 1 pip, so 1 pip below the setup line. We place our stop loss in top of current high, that's all the way up here, and we add 1 pip to the current high, and we remember to add our broker spread. We don't want to be taken out due to spread. So in this case we took it all the way down to the red line, and we made 29 pips. So you just place the trade here and enter the stop loss and enter the take profit area, and then you just leave the computer. And you can see in this case it took until 10:55 for us to hit the no, a little later actually, 11:25 to hit our profit target. But I mean, you don't have to sit glued in front of your computer waiting for all this to happen, because you just enter your trade and leave your computer. And it took 45 minute candles. So let's scroll a little forward in time and check for some more scalping setups. We had one here by the end of the day. Again, we had our trend 2 indicator turning from red to green. As you can actually see here, this little long here was never triggered because it never broke the high of this candle. That's why we have this candle rule. And then instantly it turned again back to red, and our trend 3 indicator was red as well. So we placed our pending short below the setup candle. Remember, 1 pip below, and remember to subtract the broker spread. We place our stop loss and on top of current high. In this case it's only 18 pips. We place our take profit line at the red dot line here, and we'll leave our computer. And in this case it was a 29 pip winner. Just leave your computer, because I don't want you to sit in front of your computer from 2200 to around 8:40 in the morning. Just leave your computer and let price do what it have to do, and you will make your money. So let's go a little further and have a look at some additional setups. In this case, we're waiting for the trend 2 indicator to turn from red to green, and it turned to green here. Our trend 3 indicator, as you can see here, it's actually turned from red to green, back to red, and then to green, because as I said before, it's a little more sensitive. So what I recommend you to do is take a look at the trend 2 indicator as you normally do, and watch that indicator, because that's a slower indicator. We programmed that so we don't want you to jump in and out of trades all the time. And when we have a turn on the trend 2 indicator, take a look at trend 3 indicator as your additional confirmation, and then wait for the candle to close above the EMA line. In this case it happened at 1:30 in the middle of the night. At least if you live in GTM+2, it's the middle of the night. And then you place your pending long about this, and we were instantly triggered. And this is actually not here, it's here. We were just triggered, just a few minutes after we entered the trade. And then you place your stop 1 pip below the current low, because you are long now. So in this case you need to have 28 pip stop. You place your take profit at the yellow dot line up here, so you are hoping and expecting to make 32 pips, and then you just leave your computer. As you can see here, price just chopped around for a very long time, and finally later that day we made our pips over here. It took almost 12 hours for us to make the pips, but do not start to close your trade just because it's chopping around. That's just how Forex works. As you can actually see here, it went very close to our stop loss here, and this is why we have the 1 pip rule, and this is why it's so important that you remember broker spread, because otherwise you will be stopped out here. And actually for this day I made another video called how to handle choppy days, because this day, May 14, was a very choppy day if you trade it as a normal envelope profit system. You cannot look at the screen here because this is not the normal envelope profit system setups. This is more aggressive, made for scalping, so it would look a lot different if you load the normal envelope profit system template. But anyway, This video is to illustrate to you that you can make money even though you cannot trade during the European or the US session, and you can only trade after work or before work. So let's recap. You wait for trend 2 to turn for a long trade. You wait for trend 2 to turn from red to green. When that turns from red to green, you look at trend 3 as your additional confirmation. Trend 3 and trend 2 have to line up. In this case, we're looking to go long, so we want both of them to be green. In this case, both of them are green. We wait for a close above our white setup line. Place our pending long 1 pip plus broker spread on top of this setup line. Place your stop loss below current structure. Remember to add 1 pip. Remember to add your broker spread. Place your take profit line on the yellow dot line for a long trade and on the red dot line for short trades. And remember, it only takes 10 pips a day to double your account every second month, even though you only increase your lot size once a week. So you don't have to make 100 or 200 pips every single day to make a lot of money. Now you actually only need those 10 pips a day, 50 pips a week. In this case, if we are looking for 50 pips a week, we already made 32 of them. Then we were pretty good then, huh? So this video is just a short video on how to use the envelope profit system new scalping template. Please be sure to watch the other videos about how to do a valid long trade, how to do a valid short trades. So that's it for now, and thank you all.